or appreciate, I would say, the life that you are about to bequeath to your children and grandchildren. Look at Hausa people. Is there any Hausa governor today? Is there any Hausa MM? Is there land though? Katsina is Hausa land. Kanu is Hausa land. Sokoto is Hausa land. The Hausa people own it in those areas. I'm asking you this question. Is there any Hausa man who's an MM in the north? They're saying no. Something don't happen to you. If you don't rise up now to break, I'm not even asking people to break this rule. Demand for what rightfully belongs to you, your freedom. The freedom to decide. The freedom to write a constitution if you prefer. The freedom to live with whoever you want to live with. That is what we're asking for. But most people misunderstood what we're saying. And today, almost everything we have said about this has come to pass. Everything we have told you, everything I told you has come to pass, hasn't it? Everything.
Biafra, we have emerged triumphant from all our foes. Through the crucible unscathed, we passed victorious. Our trumpets pealing, the glorious song. Play it, sing it, all hail your roar. Oh, hail Biafra, we shall always remember all that perished in the struggle for our freedom. All hail our heroes, our precious kingdom, oh, day and night, save them always, all hail Biafra.
and refresh. Let's refresh. Let's refresh. I don't know if it's from my own phone. I wouldn't believe that it's from my phone. No. I wouldn't believe that it's from my phone. Let's see if our voices are coming out now. If they can hear us, that will be nice. And refresh. Okay, now. Let's refresh. Let's refresh. Okay, I can hear my voice coming out now. All right, thank you so much to everyone. And I need 2 people on the co-host. Those that are ready, please volunteer. Because we need to hang on here for the next 1 hour and some minutes before we go. Okay, 1 million. I can see you. Co-host to you. Who again is ready? All right. So, okay, Mazunyeka, you don't pay your bills. I think they say you never pay your bills for Twitter. So let's see if they don't allow you now. So thank you to all Biafrans. Please, it is not just that we have to create the awareness and leave it here. All of you in the homeland, and those of you that are reachable to your families, please call them and inform them that these days are holy days. These days are holy days, 6, 7, and 8 of November 2025. And on these days, the Biafra structural engineers, they will restructure some structures in Biafra land. And so you have to stay indoors so that no restructured building will land on your head as accident. So please call everyone and inform them. And tell your pastors to make the announcement of this sit-at-home. Get this flyer, print it, and then give to your pastor. Say, Pastor, please make this announcement, because we don't want our people to be scapegoat. Also, make this announcement to your friends in your school, and also in your peer groups. Everywhere you know you used to assemble or meet people, please tell them. In the market as well. And I want to challenge all of you, those of you in the homeland. It takes few to make a difference. There are ways and manners that you can create awareness which you don't know, and you have been downplaying all those efforts. Do you know what it will mean if you can devise a way of disseminating or spreading or pushing out a leaflet? I don't know if you all understand what I mean. Let me explain. Now, during the war, Nigerian terrorist government used a propaganda leaflet as a means of creating disunity amongst the Biafran people. How was it done? They printed this propaganda leaflet, and on it were written that Ojukwu and Effiong and the Biafra government are their enemies, and that the only savior they have are what? The Nigerian military government. And this goes down to the history that you hear that in some, when you had Ned Nwoke said, in my place during the war, we were told to deny our identity so that we wouldn't be killed. But were they still killed? Yes, they were still killed. They still lined them up, especially the male children, and then they killed them. So how did it come to that point? It was through the propaganda leaflets that were dropped to the Biafran people in some areas. So these are methods of warfare. These are methods of war that are being utilized to create disunity, to create unity as well, and also to inform people and also to misinform. and also to create chaos. So it now depends on how you use your own to create the impact. Nigerian terrorist government were distributing this with what? They went with helicopter and chopper, and when they get to communities where they know people inhabit here, they would throw those flyers from the aircraft, and those flyers would drop in those communities. And there is no how you will not pick that flyer and then read. Whether it's only one person in that community that went to school or understands the language that was written on it, they will take it to that person. That person will interpret and explain to them what it means. So this now created the fear in the Biafran people, telling them that the people that are bringing the war to them are Ojukwu and Effiong and the Biafran government, that these are their real enemies, that they're the one who is fighting Nigerian government to kill all of them. Are you getting the point? So the anemic idea started coming out from the minds of the indigenous people against their savior, because they have been allowed to listen to the enemy side of the story. Yes. What Okokondem was now doing on the radio was not enough. Do you know why? Because everybody were not reachable to radio, just like today. Not everybody have internet to listen to everything on the internet phone. Not everybody can even afford the radio. Not everybody in their locations will they even have the radio frequency if they even tune into the radio. Because for you to catch a radio frequency, it depends on the coverage of the radio frequency satellite. If within your region it doesn't work, then you're out. You can't know what is happening. You wouldn't be able to be carried along. So what am I saying now to Biafran people? This was used negatively on us, and the effect of it was 100% positive to the Nigerian terrorist government. And at this point, I'm challenging you all now to also think of how you will use that strategy. Yes, it is not everything that you have to do by bringing your ejema. Yes, sometimes you use your brain to cook something, and then that thing will contribute a positive effect to what we are doing. So if 100 of you picks this up as a challenge and say, what I want to do is to see that I print flyer that is educating people about Biafra, flyer that is educating people about BRGIE, flyer that is educating people about BDF, then after printing, you don't need to distribute it the way you think. No. You find a convenient time and just go to where you know people used to gather. Throw those flyers there and walk away. When you are throwing them there, you don't see anybody. Nobody sees you. You know the time that you have to map out. You know where people used to gather, also in the market. You know the time that you have to go and throw them down there and you disappear. You know where people gather in schools. You go and throw them down there and you disappear. You know the entrance to the church and where people go for mass in the morning and in the evening. You know how many copies that you printed. You go there, you throw them down. You look for another place, you know people used to gather for Tales by Moonlight, or where they sell palm wine, where you see that people used to gather. You go there, you throw those pamphlets about Biafra, about BRGIE, about BDF, about the Declaration of Independence and what we are doing in Washington, D.C. You throw those flyers there, you walk away. Nobody sees you. You decide the time to go and throw these flyers. It is a campaign that you all have to embark on. It is not everything that you need to sit down to wait for the government to do. By so doing, there is information of contact on that flyer as well, on how to connect to the real Biafran government in Israel that we are in. And from there, they will see it and start connecting and find a way. And then they will now get every awareness that is created about the lockdown, about the no election in Anambra or this other place or any way that we call on. This is what everybody have to take as a task. If one person can produce 25 flyer that is printed out, and that flyer is of maybe A6 paper, you don't even need to go for A4 paper. A4 paper is too big. Go for A6 paper. Yes. A6 paper is that small hand-built flyer that they share, where they are doing maybe marriage or burial ceremony or child dedication. Those are the small ones. Then you go to the printing press and go to the one you know will not expose your identity. You tell them, say, this thing is about Biafra freedom. I just need you to print this flyer for me. Keep it secret. This is how you print it. Or this is the copy that is here online that we see that has been posted by Biafran government in the media. Print this out for us, just as it is like that. Print it out for us. They tell you, okay, one will be maybe 100 naira or 200 naira. Then you calculate your pocket, you know how many you can get. You take it, you walk away. You decide the time that you have to go and throw and drop this leaflet where you want to drop them. When nobody sees you. You have left the message. Out of 25 flyers or 50 flyers that you drop in some places, 20 souls will pick them up and there will be evangelism. From that 20 souls that picks it up positively, those 20 souls will also go positively to affect other lives. This is another way or another chain reaction that you need to do to make a difference. Stop waiting and giving excuses of, oh, there's no radio, there's no television. Let me ask all of you, even when there is radio, satellite. I asked this question the other time. I said, when the radio was working before, it was not even working in all over Biafra land. It was working in just few states. I said, when it was working in those few states, I want to hear how many of you that told me I was listening to it from the radio all the time. Nobody could tell me I was listening to it from the radio. You see? But you now sit down to be using the radio as excuse. Oh, there's no radio in OGOJA. Oh, there's no radio in Izombe. Oh, there's no radio in oh, there's no radio in Bayelsa. Then when the radio is there, you don't even remember to visit the radio again. That is when you will now be saying, oh, I don't want to listen to radio. I want to see it live. I want to see it on video. I want to see it on video live. I don't want to listen to it on radio. I want to see the face of PM. I want to see the face of APM. Oh my God. Check. So please, what I just said now about printing of the leaflet is a very good way of sending information and sharing information. Now, in your state, let me also dissect it too, because some of you will say, oh, this is a very big campaign. Let me explain. In your state, if you're from, let me use my own state now. If you're from Irunibum now, or you're from Diana, or you're from OGOJA, or you're from Bakuboro, or you're from Calabar State, or you're from Obobra, or you're from Kwa State, then 3 of you in diaspora, if 3 of you in diaspora can donate 300 ejema for this project, and then you have somebody that is going to do this project for your state, I'm calling on 3 people that are in diaspora, say, we want to do this project in our state. Then the 3 of you are able to produce 100 ejema, makes it 300. Now, tell me how much 300 ejema will come out in Naira now. When you calculate that money, And then you guys use that money to do the printing. You'll be surprised that that money will give you about 1,000 flyers. So with that 1,000 flyers, you guys now circulate it. Wait, just wait. With that 1,000 flyers, you guys now circulate it. Tell me why when I don't go reach or achieve what I want to achieve for a state. With 1,000 flyer of that publicity that the three of you have achieved, and then the person that will now go for the circulation in different locations, they will now embark, and then they share, they go and drop them, scatter them in the market square, in school, in a church, in community square, and then later they all disappear. Go and sit back and watch what that 1,000 flyer that you have dropped in those places have been able to achieve. This is what you all need to start thinking now. Yes, because it's not all about sitting down to wait for the government in exile to do this and do that. There are ways and manners of sending information out that is very simple. Put it and pick it up again. Very simple. So I want everybody to take this challenge, work on it, and see how far it comes. Because nothing comes easy. Everything is a challenge, and everything is brain. Use your brain to get what you want. And this is a very easy task that can be achieved without using stone to stone anybody and without risking anybody's life. From there now, you will see that those people that have been infected of that leaflet that you posted, they will now come and start looking for ways and manners and contact of coming in. Okay? So, please, this is there for you guys to go and start working on it. And we want you to start Osibo. I salute everyone, please. The mic is open for us to deliberate. I think we still have 2 hours. We've done with our hours on the top. So now we have 2 hours to stay here now. All right, over to the co-host and everyone that want to come up. Thank you so much to the co-host. Mazi encode the number. Be like say they no gree give you the permission to carry anything. They say you see they owe them money, so try pay them your bill so that they can relieve you. I salute everyone, and I leave the mic to. Okay, Mazi encode the number. Your hand there up before the co-host carry on. Okay, maybe two coordinate there they go. You and 1 million make the coordinate. Even if they no agree, make you carry the co-host. They will.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, Honorable Minister of Information. Thank you so much for good works. Biafrans, greetings to Biafrans and the lovers of freedom. Yes, it is our duty and it is our right. You know, one thing I want Biafrans to understand is that everything we are doing are lawful. We are not doing anything that is against the law. That is what every Biafran should understand. It is our right to do so. And it is only us can bring the change we want. Just take, for instance, when you want something, you that want it, you are not making efforts. You want external body to come and help you do it. It's not possible. A man who is down, who wants to be helped to get up, must raise hand up to indicate that he or she wants to be helped. But when you are down, you just stay like that. Now that you are dead, you don't want to check body. You know, that means you expect somebody to come and just begin to carry you like that when you are not dead. You must show sign that you want to get up, or you are inside the pit. You must show sign that you want to be helped to bring out of the pit. we must do what we have to do. Everywhere in the world, there are crises. There are crises in America, in Europe, in Arab. I can say that in Asia, some part of Asia is still, you know. And you know why is that in Asia? Because most Asian countries protect their countries against this Islamic terrorists. I was reasoning about this. I said reasoning about this since yesterday. Why? But this is not our that will be another day. I want to tell you that whatever we are doing here is what we're supposed to do. It is the reason why we are here on this earth. Okay? Some people may be saying, I want to achieve this, I want to build mansions, I want to do this, I want to do this. All those things are good. But if not the purpose you are here, after doing those things, it will be a waste. The best achievement, the best legacy, the best love you show to your children and unborn children as caring parents is to make sure they did not inherit the status quo. This human slaughter camp called Nigeria. If you claim you love your children and you give them fatback account mansions, yet they still remain as a Nigeria, I can tell you, you don't love them. Those things can be destroyed within a month. We shouldn't forget Ekweremadu, who was in Senate for almost 19 years, has properties of what billions of dollars across the world. Money that should have been used for the interest of his people. He converted it to personal money. Today, where is he? That is Nigeria for you. He's one of them, oh, one of them. And they gang up and also help to destroy him because he's an evil man too. Let alone, just like I was telling someone yesterday, during the genocidal war, as our information minister just say here, the people of Middle Belt are actually the Fulani did not fight anymore. They don't. In fact, what they do, what Fulani normally does is that when they use Egyptian and USR bombardier, after bombing schools and markets, then they will go, the Fulani invaders, Bodo and other external invited fighters will go and begin to rape our women. They go to soft targets. Those who did the fighting are people of Middle Belt. Yes. And Yoruba people do the fighting. But today, look at that people of Middle Belt. Ask yourself, if those who help them to keep Nigeria one are being killed in this manner, think about what they plan against you. To me, it's 10 times more than what is happening in Middle Belt. But being mindful of us, set us people like Mazana and all the BDF and BIAFRANS who has been contributing in making sure that our lands are not overrun. That is why you are not running. To me, people they have a place they reserve for them as a IDP camp. I don't think they would have even allowed people to have any place as IDP camp in our land. The way they planned this against us. You know? But who made it possible today that is not happening the way they planned? Nigeria military, police, DSS, SAS, Special Force, Civil Defense, Ibubagu, Aguneshemba, AVG, Udogashi, and many others? The answer is no. The people who made it to be like that are BDF, Biafra Defense Forces. Biafra Defense Forces. That ESN, our leader, cry, calling the governors, these illegitimate governors, to bring security for our people, to protect our mothers and children, to protect our farmers. They don't care. They do not say they want to abuse. Later they have meeting with the IG then and they cancel everything. And they were there. The Yoruba people established. I was just asking them, when you see that they are not ready to do anything, and I'm still thinking about this, how a leader was able to gather such number of men and without being exposed. Because if had been exposed by known by some people that surrounded him, they would have sabotaged everything. As when I reason about that, I doff my heart. I don't think if I should worship any human being, there are no other person I worship than that man. I'm telling you, and when he was kidnapped, these people, they sold, they took money to destroy that ESN, and the prime minister, one of the great men of our generation, or a prime minister, His Excellency, Right Honorable Ekpa Simon Njoku, saw what was coming. Had even a China someone who said that any ESN that speak to a prime minister, they should cut, they should kill the person. He just said it on air. Our prime minister see what is happening there. He worked hard to metamorphose the remaining one to Biafra Liberation Army. Make sure that every penny we are contributing are being channeled, despite the sabotage to them, are being channeled, are being utilized, and make sure that even those who are the local production and everything. In fact, after the convention, when he was invited for question, that the result is political imprisonment we see today. We never knew that there are many wolves in our midst. Which one of them are the Fulani terrorist women, paid agents, and a cohort whose agenda is to sabotage and destroy Biafra. You see today the opening space making Nigeria USB election. I want to tell you, Biafrans, to understand how this thing we are doing works. Our leader has explained it for us, Prime Minister, Minister. We are in second phase after our declaration. And this second phase is the most important, which is our recognition and the liberation in homeland. USB is the people and the 4th United States of Biafra, not yet a sovereign state. The only legal entity that are making case for USB to be recognized and become a sovereign nation is BRGIE, Biafra Representative in Exile, heavily led by APM, His Excellency Right Honorable Oginkiri, and the de facto government homeland, and BDF for the liberation of our land. And it is our duty to make sure that we provide every needed resources to get this job done. This thing will be, liberation will be going on till we have recognition, then we go into transitional government. Along the line, there will be constitutional conference that the constitution will be reviewed. All the 40 states will be review the constitution. Any area that is not suitable for them will be removed until agreed, then adopted. It become a working document. Then after recognition, then we become a sovereign USB. Maybe we either USB another name. Then we become a sovereign nation. For now, anybody parading for you USB that, USB this is the worst saboteur. And if you are supporting the person, you are shooting your legs. And the worst thing any man can do to himself is to use your hand to destroy yourself. NGOZI Orabu Eze, fake acclaimed Igbo woman who has no iota Igbo blood, taking advantage of her spoken Igbo language, being born in Igbo land, to deceive many. She's not alone. There are her likes. By their fruit we shall know them. Go and check all her actions. Our leader Mazin Nanekano, Professor Monekwa, has never for one day exposed the accounts where Biafrans are paying money, let alone coming to give you an Islamic account. Expose it, and all the Biafrans that are paid into that account today were tracked and kidnapped. Their whereabouts unknown. And full member, bona fide member of People's Club of Nigeria. Go and check everybody, those who are members of Peace Club. Many things, many red flags that most of us, most of you know. All glittering subjects are not good. I see one post that they post today, say they're doing an election. Nonsense. You see the sabotage. So if you are still a genuine Biafran blood following anything USB, you are doing yourself worst, your enemy of yourself. And any money you are contributing in that any platform of USB, you are funding your own destruction. Desist from any platform USB led by NGOZI Orabu, self-acclaimed DPM, illegal DPM. She is the worst enemy of Biafran people, enemy of Mazin Nanekano, enemy of our Prime Minister, who played in what our Prime Minister is going through today. But be rest assured, the woman and her cohort will not go unpunished because we will not forgive. So I am here to tell you, as a concerned, unapologetic Biafra freedom fighter, the follower of leader Mazin Nanekano, Prime Minister Moneko, and BRGIE, led by APM, again, Kerry, and law-abiding Biafran, to do what is right. You are giving the government mandate, and that mandate is God's mandate. Tukokike mandate and gods of the land, the mandate of the fallen heroes, the spirit of fallen heroes. Because many of the fallen heroes or untimely killed this them.
Mazi, wrap it up, please, with 1 minute so that we pass the mic. You know, we have just
okay,
2 hours.
Okay, sir. So, Biafrans, you have voted massively during the self-referendum conducted that the world recognized, the world talk about. And that mandate means go and restore Biafra and remove every terrorist Nigeria presence in Biafra land. That is what the mandate means. If you are part of those who casted that vote and they turn out to go and vote to validate Nigeria, you have keep the rot of the land on your head. Go and think about what I'm telling you. So it is for your interest and for the interest of Biafra to make sure that day you sit at home. Don't participate. Pass this message to your friends and well-wishers. We must get our freedom in this our time. Come what may. Thank you so much. I'm Mazoen Kachukwu. Code number.
All right. Thank you very much. Good evening once again, Honorable Minister of Information. Good evening, BIAFRANS. Okay.
We are here as an update. Our APM is live in the congressional program on congressional hearing or briefing on Christian persecution in Washington, D.C. Ending Christian Persecution Summit. Okay. And this program is hosted by the US Congress. So BRGIE is live and direct and fully represented. If you check APM's Twitter handle, you just saw that he was streaming from the summit with his phone for a few minutes so that those Thomas Ekwekwe will have evidence to say it is a Photoshop at least. We've given you another reason for a talk about for the week. So I don't know whether this one you will say video shop. It will not be Photoshop, it will be video shop. So we are everywhere and we are pushing to make sure Biafrans are fully represented everywhere. And while we are doing this in Washington, D.C., NGOZI is doing our own political campaign and recognition in Kaduna. She is gathering some students and youth in some rooms, and then they put a Nigerian political party uniform on the screen, NCWSC, which is a Nigerian women campaign group, which they campaign for one Nigeria for every citizen to be able to participate in elections. So some people may not understand it. So maybe tomorrow when we come live, we will talk about this NCWSC group again so that people will know what it stands for and what their aim and objective is. So she's doing her own political campaign with Nigerian political uniform, campaigning for Nigeria to do campaigning for Nigeria to do their new election. So it's very, very shocking. And then she deceived the followers that what she's doing is for Biafra recognition. Why is she using the youth and the students in one class? Why is she not meeting the imams in Kaduna? If she is actually talking for Biafra, why not meet Erufai? Why not meet Meetiala and the Ariwa Consultative Forum, all the elders of the North? So some people are very foolish, honestly. So just as an update, APM is live and direct in that summit in Washington, D.C. Thank you to everyone. We continue.
All right. Without wasting much of our time, I believe that we have just a limited period of time because we have to switch over just like we all know that we are not resting. Everybody are up and doing. So, and my own little submission before I give the mic to someone else is that I just want our people to understand something, because, you know, this is not time for exaggeration. This is not time for propaganda. This is not time for gossip. Let us take a look, a picture of what has happened to us in the past. So many of us who are here, some of us, let me just say, some of us who are here, you know, whenever we try to take a step forward, your job is to see how possible you draw us backward. And most of you are those who has the history. You have the history. It depends on the part of the history you, or the role you played. And that is exactly what you all are exhibiting today. But it's not moving us at all. We are not shaken. We are not moved. We'll stay focused. But it is as for the result of those ignorant ones that these few of you that are trying to infiltrate, that is the reason why we have risen up. That is the reason why the Biafran government in exile have come to stay. And we all must understand these facts. And on a very legal base and on a very legal foundation, with our eyes, we can see, we can feel it. After the atrocities, the evil, the marginalizations, the oppressions, after 20 pounds given to our forefathers, even before now, without being told, hearing alone the word Biafra government in exile, does it mean something to you? Does that sound something to you? Does it give you the urge for you to at least make a research to find out on what base, on what ground, and what is this Biafra government in exile is all about, or what is government in exile is all about? That is the reason why, you see, above all, at this point, we do not, it's not all about money, just like as our information minister have said. Our Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, our leader, our Onyendu told us that as it will get to a point that we do not longer rely in our muscle, we will no longer rely in our power, that we have to go in, we have to use our brain, we have to apply critical thinking. And that is the moment we are at this point. What we are talking about is not all about exaggeration, it's not about position. We are talking about life and death. If it is not happening to you today, it will happen to you tomorrow. You and I knows that you and I know that we are not going to be the only one that is going to, live in Biafra land. Biafra land is going to inhabit not just only Biafrans and also foreigners. And how can this work? It is a collective effort. And we all know, with the atrocities, with the evidences, with everything that has been going on, how can a foreigner be the ones, telling us about what is going on in our land? Look at the way they are killing Christians all over the Nigeria. That is enough reason for us to rise up and look into the Biafran government in exile. This only government that is speaking for the people. Well, a word is enough for the wise, because like I have said, this is not time for exaggeration. This is the time for us to apply our critical thinking and for us to remain resolute and consistent in all we are doing. We have all heard there are different ideas. There are different ideas. There are so many things that we can do. The sit at home is coming, and we need to create more awareness. Within this short period of time, we need to create more awareness. Each and every one of us need to come together. Whatever that we can do, let us put our heads together and see what we can do to create more awareness, so that at least we can reach to others, those in the rural areas that could not even have access to radio or internet or wherever. We can reach them through flyers, maybe one way or the other. all these things all these informations will be distributed. So these are the things that are needed at this point. So we do not need any time for propaganda. We do not need any time for gossip. We lack every time for, you know, side talk. The only time we have now is to apply our critical thinking and bring our funds to the table and to support what we are doing. So without wasting much of our time, I will just quickly yield the mic to our brother Mazi Rage. Mazi Rage and Fury, you are welcome. Before I will give the mic to our mommy, Miteka.
Udewo,
my brother. You are welcome.
I hope I'm coming out. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much, my dear brother, and also greetings to you, great comrades, great Biafrans all over the world. Greetings to you, freedom lovers. Greetings to you, friends of Biafra, home and abroad. Greetings to you, Honorable Minister of Information, Honorable Mazi Soni Akparawa, the Biafra media Bunigwe, Yokoko Dem, a man we love so much, the body of wisdom. And I'm using you as a point of contact to greet all our leaders from the time of old to this very present day. Thank you for all that you've done for us. Thank you for standing for us, for fighting for us, for being our voices. You never abandon us. You never allow us to suffer alone. That you have really shown exemplary leadership, and that is something that we really appreciate all of you for. Thank you for all that you do for your people, all the financial donors. Thank you very much for your steadfastness and your consistency. I really want to say a very big thank you to all the BDF, the Biafra Defense Forces, the army that is defending the land of Biafra, the army responsible in defense of the babies, women, and children, the Christians of Biafra, the civilians of Biafra, every religion that is Biafra. We can say thank you enough for all that you have done. I say a very big thank you to our two great leaders that are in prison today, fighting for the freedom and the defense of their people. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, the acting Prime Minister Ogechukwu Kere. Thank you very much for representing us in Washington, DC. You will have to speak. Thank you so much. As a matter of fact, in life, for you to really achieve anything tangible, consistency, dedicated consistency is needed. You must be dedicated and consistent. That is the only way you can achieve your goal in life. That also applies when it comes to everything that you do in life. If you are speaking, if you are talking about media awareness, you must be consistent. You must always be there at all time to speak, perform your duties. You understand? You know, looking at the whole thing right now, you see IPOB in Nigeria, US coming up, so you know, because are you not surprised that they are the very ones? This hungry man, Bruce Wayne, Bruce Wayne, and the IPOB in Nigeria in collaboration with the likes of OGOJA and maybe the likes of Madam Rafael Ajaire, Imam Mamuku, and Choma. They might even be involved in the writing of that letter that imprisoned our Prime Minister and put the likes of BIAFRANS from abroad that are loyal to the Biafra government in exile at risk. Understand? But we all know that the BRGIE is the only government in charge of Biafra land, which was duly registered under the Justice Department of the United States of America as the only government that speaks for the freedom of Biafra. You understand? We all know all of this. So the enemy wrote petition and put every cabinet minister of this BRGIE in danger, put all Biafrans that are pushing for their freedom under the BRGIE, put their lives in danger. So, our brothers and sisters, we must know our enemies and we must give them a distance. We must chase them far away from us whenever we see them, and or anyone that is identifying with them. We must try as much as possible to really chase them far away from us. And that being said, talking about election, Biafra land, that is an abomination. I mean, foreign election in Biafra land, a Nigerian election in Biafra land is tantamount to foreign election in Biafra land, which is highly. Our people, one thing I need to remind you of is that the very day you queue on that hot sun, on that hot rain, that you cover your face to vote for self-referendum, whereby not the small stress we went through, some of us, we went through a lot because we have to register our loved ones who said they don't know the process. A lot of work was done, and it wasn't easy. We took the risk under the security condition of Nigeria. We took the risk and we did all the voting, and we gave a mandate to the Biafra Republic government in exile to get us freedom. The reason why we did the voting is because we are tired of a foreign entity ruling over us. We are tired of a Nigeria where there is no electricity, where there are no medical health care system, where there are no jobs opportunities, where there is no food, where there is no clean water, where there is no security, terrorism everywhere, where there is oppression, intimidation, harassment, extrajudicial killing from supposed security forces, where there is genocide, Christian genocide, Islamic State carrying out genocide upon the Christians. These are the reasons why we went to the ballot box during the Biafra self-referendum to cast our vote under high security threat and risk. And at the end of the day, we were able to generate over 50 million votes. So after going through that process, and we have our nation restoration redeclared in a Latvi Finland in 2024, that was December 2nd, and you are coming back to go and vote for Nigeria. It shows the highest level of insult to yourself. This is why I said a foreign election in Biafra land, a Nigeria election in Biafra land is highly prohibited. It's an abomination. We must run away from it. So whatever the government decides, if the government says we should sit at home to avoid such elections, to avoid such embarrassment, we must adhere to this instruction strictly. If the Biafra de facto government come up with this initiative that we must sit at home to avoid this embarrassment, this insult being brought upon a people that have declared their sovereignty, then we must abide by such instruction. For it would be like war. It would be like war, you understand, because Nigeria security forces, we know what they stand for when it has to do with civilians. You understand? We know they are very happy to kill civilians, and when the Biafra defense forces have come up with this initiative that all the Biafrans should sit at home, there you can see that it's going to be a declaration of war for both Nigeria and Biafra. And at the end of the day, you, the innocent civilian that goes out to risk your life, will become the victim. And when you become the victim, you are used to blackmail the freedom of your people. You are used to blackmail your own freedom, right? So this is why it will be wise that we all adhere to this instruction, these directives, and humbly sit at home in these 3 days that are mentioned for Anambra election, because Anambra is Biafra land. Like we all know, we have 40 states of Biafra, you understand, which is part of. I am glad that my state is there, you understand. The reason why you see that the war is high in the Igbo speaking part of Biafra is because when you are fighting war, you have to defend your nation from a particular section. You understand? The fact that it has not extended to other areas doesn't mean that we are all safe. You understand? So this is why I say that all the military, those that are from Isoko, from Calabar, from Itana, from Migudo, they are all in Imo State, where the war is today defending that region of Biafra. So we must be very wise so as not to bring shame upon ourselves, so as not to validate this foreign entity called Nigeria in our land after we have declared our sovereignty. So this is all I just want to say about it. Please let us call it spade a spade. And I also want to appeal to the Biafra Defense Forces. As a soldier, the very day you sign out to defend Biafra land, to liberate Biafra land, is the very day you sign to die. But what beautiful thing about life is that whether you die at the age of 30 years old or you die at the age of 200 years old, it is sure that one day all of us will die. It is wise and it is more beneficiary to die at a young age of 21 or 20, 30. You can see most of the IDF soldiers. You die for your nation, you die for the freedom of your people, so that your people can live in freedom and you grow old to 500 years old on your knees in slavery. You understand? So let us call a spade a spade. If you are in the military department of Biafra, let the needful be done, because as a matter of fact, after the declaration of the restoration of the independence of Biafra, and Nigeria still comes to Biafra land to conduct elections, that really affects the credibility of the Biafra Defense Forces. I'm telling you the truth. It can even lead a lot of people to lose hope that why did this have to happen?
It's okay. You know, this one is security. You have already made your point.
Okay, I'm not going to be no problem.
Hold on, please. Hold on, please. There is something that we need to correct. It is not in the hands of the BDF. It is in the hands of Biafrans. This is one thing we need to start educating people. When you make work easy for your defense will not even need to be shaking body. When there is announcement that there is no election of Nigeria in Biafra land, then instead of you to listen to what has been said and call your families and friends and tell them that day you waka, they go to vote. Who are you fooling? You want to fool the defense? If all of you listen that there is no election, everyone should stay in the house, you don't go to any election ground. Have you not made the work easy for the defense? Have you not made the work easy for the government? And when you foolishly walk to the election ground to go and start campaigning for one, what are you doing? Are you trying to make mockery of the defense, or you're making mockery of yourself? You're making mockery of yourself. Because government has declared no elections in Biafra land. Sit at home, stay in your houses. Don't go out to support one Nigeria. And then you walk out, you're going to go and support one Nigeria. Then you're expecting the defense to come and start telling you on the road, why are you going there? You are being foolish to yourself. Yes. So the freedom of Biafran people, the liberation of the homeland, is the responsibility of the indigenous citizens. It's not even the defense. Yes, because when you give the defense an enabling environment to do the work and to make it very easy for them, they will be very happy. When they tell you don't go close to any checkpoint, you obey. When they tell you don't go to school so day, you obey. When they tell you don't gather at so place, you obey. When they tell you don't go to any way that they are planning of the progress of Nigeria, you obey. Don't go to any election, you obey. Tell me how you will not delegitimize the existence of Nigeria. It is you, the citizens, that are causing the problem for the government. It is you that is dragging us backward. And when we issue announcement that is coming from the homeland de facto government and the defense, and then you refuse to obey it, who are you fooling now? No, you're not fooling the defense, you're not fooling the homeland government, you're fooling yourself. The freedom that we would have gotten in 5 days, you now end up getting it in 10 years because you're not serious. You're the same person that come and cast vote to declare the declaration of Biafra. Then you're the first person to go and line up to go and vote for one Nigeria. That means you don't know what you want. And then you expect the defense to come and start pursuing you home. No. The work of the defense is to defend the territorial integrity and territory of your country, not to be coming to pursue anybody around. No. So this is one thing I love this point that Resh brought up, so that we educate people very well. Let them know that they are the ones that are destroying the defense. Let them know that they are the ones that are making the defense not to work viably. Let them know that they are the ones that are making the government not to be properly harnessed and everything coming out clear. Let them know that they are the ones destroying the template of the government and every strategies that the government are putting in place. Take, for example, people were protesting in UK. And then the people that protested before were the Islamic Jihadist terrorist sect, the supporters of Palestine, who came to UK as a country. And then they stand up now and start protesting and then start burning the flag of UK, flag of America, flag of other countries, and calling them terrorists. They say they will kill them, kill America, bring an end to even the UK that they are there on asylum. Some of them have stayed there to now gain citizens and then they now become citizens of UK. On acquisition, no, nobody say you were born there. No, but because you acquire it after staying there for a long time. And then now, the government of UK now, or the youth of UK now said, we are going to hit the street to topple these people, to show them that we own our land, that they came as foreigners. Then the date of the protest has been fixed. Instead of you to shut down work and leave work, now that day you will be UK citizen, you want to go to work. You want to go to work that day while everybody are marching in the street to protest to restore the UK nation. No, you are marching, you want to go to work that day. Then as you're going, the youth now meet you, ignoring the massive protest that they are all going for, trying to show us that you are the only one that know how to work. You're the only one that know how to be indispensable to your company that day. And if you don't go to work that day, that they will not pay you again, or you will not gain the relevance. What happens? If they catch you now and then they start flocking you, or they seize your car, or seize your bike, or seize everything, what will you say? You now say, oh, they're wicked. What happens to those ones that close down their business to hit the street, to go and protest for the restoration of their dignity, of their existence? So that is the point here now. Sit at home on that day, lock down Biafra land, don't go to any election ground of one Nigeria. Then stay in your house and see the work become very easy. By the time the angels of God now hit the street to do their work, you will not even be thinking that, oh, you may be a victim, because you have obeyed the law and stayed in the house. And then let us see those people that will now go and line up to say they are voting for one Nigeria, so that we know their numbers. So that we know that it is 50 people or 10 people that decided that Nigeria must continue in Biafra land in Anambra. Let them go and import people from another state. Let them come and do the vote. Let us see. So if you don't do it or educate your people like this, they may not understand. No? Because I've had many people say, the defense should make election not to the defense. Is it defense that will go to the election ground to go and cast vote? Or is you? If you don't go to the election ground to cast vote, will Soludo come to your house and force you out to come and cast vote by fire by force? Soludo will not come to your house to drag you out. Agune Chamber will not be sent to your house to come and drag you out to go and vote for one Nigeria. So you start doing the education yourself. You start enforcing the sit at home yourself. Enforce it on yourself. Enforce it on your family. If everybody takes the responsibility of calling their family, educating them, don't go to so place, don't go to so place. There is warning or there is danger, there is warning, there is danger, don't participate in this and that. You will see the change. And the work will be very easy for the BDF. I dropped my mic here. Back to you, the co-host.
Mazi, thank you very much, Mazi. Thank you so very much for this very point that you explained. And I would think that media, we should try to, I personally am going to screen record this place and also share it, you understand? Because when you look at it, we are the ones that are putting the lives of our defense in danger. Because when you looking at it, if we obey simple instruction, sit at home, then leave the defense and the enemy on the street to battle it out. You understand? But some of our people, because of our disobedience, when the enemies is coming to attack us, we force our defense out. Maybe on the process, some of our defense personnel are killed. Who brought about the killing? Who brought death to our defense? We. Because of our disobedience, we are making this thing so hard for them. After you have suffered to go and vote, you cover your face, you escape, you escape all the security risk in Nigeria, and we got over 50 million votes. Yet you will still be the one to carry your two left leg again to go and to vote for Nigeria. How do we reason? How do our people reason? So we are really pleading, let every family educate their family. Let every friend educate their friends. Let every loved one educate their loved ones about this. Because if we adhere to simple instruction like sit at home, we can even make it in a way that we are not going to stress our defense. There will be no need for our defense to even come up to the street that Nigeria army is about to kill a Biafra. The defense is coming to protect them. There won't be anything like that. So you see that most of these things that our defense will engage the enemy, probably there will be casualties. We are the ones that are bringing this casualty upon our people. Because if we had been obedient to simple instruction from the government, such things, such engagement would not even have happened in the first place. This is what I've always asked our people all our lives. We want to hustle, we want to go and sell from Monday to Monday, no rest. Upon all this hustling that we are doing, we are not resting. Somebody cannot have a problem today, and he will come to you that I need 50,000 naira to solve my problem. You that you are in homeland here, that you will confidently enter your house and you bring the 50,000 naira that my brother, my sister, my neighbor, go and solve your problem. Whenever you have the money, return it. We can't do it. And we keep struggling. And when we are saying, let us sit at home for freedom, let us sit at home for a time, when we'll be free, and whenever a loved one has challenge, we'll be able to enter the house. If we cannot even enter the house, there will be government structures in place to take care of such problems, and we will still refuse. You can see that we are the ones that are bringing this slavery and everything that we are suffering. We are the ones bringing it upon ourselves. And lastly, I would still say, concerning the killing of Christians, the only permanent solution to the killing of Christians is the creation of a Christian state, a state that have Christian value systems, a state that harbors Christians. That is the only way to put a lasting solution to killing or to the genocide that is being carried out against Christians in Nigeria. Let me give an example. Just look at Hamas and Israel. Just imagine that Hamas and Israel are forced together to live under one state. Just look at it now. They are not in one state. They are living as one state. They are just living as neighbor. Look at the kind of hatred, the kind of fight between the two. Just imagine when both of them are forced to live under one nation, like we have been forced to live under all this Hamas, like terroristic Fulani Islamic jihadists in Nigeria for decades. Just imagine what will happen. So I want to speak to the nations of the world and anybody that is concerned about the lives of Christians, that wants to save Christians from this genocide that the Nigeria Fulani Islamic State have carried out against Christians, the massacre of Christians in Nigeria. The only way to put a permanent solution or a lasting solution to this genocide is to support the creation of a Christian of a state that has Christian value. And that state is Biafra. This is why we always tell you that majority of people, they are Christians. Majority of our people are Christians, Jewish, and traditionalist. The few Muslims that you find in Biafra land, they are just there on contract. They are Muslim based on what they stand to benefit.
All right, all right. They were watching it. Your time is
okay, let me sign out. Let me sign out with my signature. Oh no, memlero nenuwe wowo. Oh no, memlero nenuwe wowo. Oh no, memlero nenuwe wowo. Usiwo mufoma Biafra wakapo. Sani akpara wa monenuwe wowo. Oge chukwu kere monenuwe wowo. Simon ekpa monenuwe wowo. Usiwo mufoma Biafra wakapo. Masi kanu monenuwe wowo. Masi nonso monenuwe wowo. Madamu kiruka monenuwe wowo. Usiwo mufoma Biafra wakapo. Mommy Eunice monenuwe wowo. Mommy Betty Ford monenuwe wowo. Mommy Meritaka monenuwe wowo. Usiwo mufoma Biafra wakapo. Whom do I find likely to spread good news of Biafra? Will you be there to educate the family, to spread the news that there is going to be sit at home in Anambra State on the 6th, 7th, and 8th of November for our freedom, for the freedom of Biafra? Will you be there? Whom do I find to join me to spread this good news of Biafra? Thank you very much. I hear the mic here. My name is Raja Fury, aka Udewo Wanchineke.
Thank you very much, Mazi. Yeah, you really made a lot of points, and you even asked one question that is like funny, but it's not funny. You ask if how, for example, the Hamas was within the same territory with Israel. That how would it look like? Now, if you want to compare, you will know that the Hamas in Nigeria are the ruling party, and that is the reason why Canadian government has proscribed the APC and the PDP as a terrorist organization. So, as if it was to be, for example, like what is happening in Nigeria, there would be no Israel today. So that is people, and there wouldn't have been any Israel, because with this kind of hatred, the people that have the guts to build tunnel and all this kind of stuff, that's not what we're talking about here. But that is a simple fact, and that is exactly what is playing now in Biafra land against the Christians. This is exactly the genocide, and they are doing it systematically with the agenda. You know, they have been doing it all this while using the name of Boko Haram and all these stuff. You know, we see Nigerian terrorist government negotiating with these terrorists, brought the life with arms, and so there's a lot to talk about. I will not waste much of our time. Let me just give the mic to our mommy. Take her. Mary, take her. You have the mic. Good evening, ma. From here, you have the mic, please.
Yeah, thank you, my people. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, lover of freedom. Good evening, our information minister, Akparawa Sonny Abongde. Good evening, 1 million Simon Ekpa. Good evening, BRGIE. You know, to call to name now, we don't have much time because we wait for, and really we don't have time. Good evening, all the lover of freedom. Our mothers, our fathers, the good wills. Good evening. Good evening, our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of Biafra, Ima Basi, Ima Kondo, Ima Biafra. Nimine kinye lo keti. Na batese nengi nongen. Well, yeah, nekero jam sorry for the video, okay. Senam, loke se by remote kidong. Good evening, Itiare Kondo, our grandson. Good evening, our APN, Mazi Kenkebramasi, the grandson, the powerful men, the BIAFRANS, where you are looking for soldiers. Because in our Igbo, we call him Onwana Biafra. That is the light. That is our APN. name we give him, because, you know, when the light shine, everybody will know. This one, no matter, they don't want to say it. And that is the truth. You know, when the light shine, everybody must understand that, yes, this is, you know, this is parable. When the light shine, everyone will know. The hidden places, the dark people will be crying. Example, now, the Nigerian government, the rich people is crying, but I don't know why. The people will be saying, if you cry for one cup of garri, the whole world will know about it. They will understand. No way a big man cry, or he will say, they will say, oh, you know, you don't eat the food. This one fire, everyone is burning, they are crying. Why the poor ones, the ones who are desperate, is asking why? Is it not the time we're supposed to put on fire for it? But that we leave that apart. The topic is 6, 7, 8 November. Hashtag no Nigeria election. Hashtag no Anambra election. Sit at home. Sit at home. Because Biafra land is no go area. We don't even talk about to talk about of maybe what you call your selection of your shelling, your blood. That means for Nigerian of the north, other people. What we know now, Astash, be our leader, and sit at home. It's not so difficult, to my people. And I'm coming here, please, information minister, please, you will give me a little bit chance, because I have 2 people to talk for this thing. Because this is Nigerian and Britain. And I have to say it, oh, yes, because I've been patient enough. Everyone told me everything get its own time. Who can go in? This world where we are, everything have its own time. Sit at home, Biafra land. And how are you going to fight your battle? Because you don't need to go there. You have your angels. You have your security. What other nation? All the nations have it. And we are not going to, you know, they wait for you to cry as before. Using your blood and your children, kidnap you, like people like Wike, Soludo, name it, and Usodinjo, Kwikwi don't run from his so lovely country. You can count it. You go to our my homeland, Anambra-Igbo. Now they are stupidity people. You know a lot. Name it for themselves, as they call the 5 states of call the East. All of them, there is nothing to talk about. So tell me why you will not sit at home. Because if you don't sit at home, you love your suffering. Number 1, very, very important. You love your suffering. Number 2, you like to take your mother, your children, your generation to pay for children of 5 state governor children to progress. And you continue dying. Most of them look like fortune. And you cannot see, most of them will say, you know, my wife is somewhere here in America, in US, in Washington. You expect me to leave him there or to leave her there with my children? Imagine that. Ask yourself why you will not sit at home. Because if you not sit at home, you love your suffering. It doesn't matter who you are. Because I'm not here. Remember, okay, tell me this sugar in my mouth. But I'm still coming. You know, sit at home is only the peaceful thing and destroy of empire of demon. And you would not understand. When the people don't want you to breathe, but only sit at home is making them like people, you know, when they put the pin in their skin, imagine when you pin, put it in your skin and feel how you feel like. Many send them for. And can Biafra land sit at home. happy some people. Some of them are with you till now. Even our leader, I'm still coming because that one I see them. No come and see. Why? Tell me. Why you will not sit at home? And sit at home not be only by sit at home because you have your defense. You sold yourself and you want another people to come and cry for you. And the simple thing they told you, just bring your funding on your own life, because anybody going to fight, it's not like they want to open mouth and you expect people wait volunteer to you. I don't want to maybe that. In one, no fear. Just only simple respect me more no back for that me more heal. The darkness said I have his own for. Made your own beautiful code darkness, light ama appear. The darkness. Who could take labor? Different type. Different type they can, because that is the God. God great everything. Even if we the dark go Biafra whatever. I will not lie to you. But the darkness is going to fight till the light come out in its own position. Because they can't take over for it. You understand? So, to me, you don't like to, because you will know you will go into that darkness to make sure say you get what belongs to you and bring it out to the whole world to see it. How are you going to do it? For example, in physically, now you to form and sit at home. The enemy will be crying. They will be asking questions. Why? How come? The politician, 5 state politicians, governors, all of them, they are the people killing you. We should say the truth now. Because you kill yourself and crying for the whole nation. And not talk of me and you, but for them, they know them as the people coming from where you are coming from. And we have to tell them no, by your own determination, that these people is not for me. And how are you going to do it? Now to destroy their happiness. How are you going to their happiness is that destroy, they give it to you. Now to stop it. That is their happiness. So how are you going to do that? Simple, sit at home. 3 days. They die for every day. Only 3 days. So where some people crying, praying. How you to keep yourself for just, no be you people, they stay for church for 3 days, 7 days fasting, no eating. If they open your church. I'm asking you people question, because if you not answer yourself, this thing I'm coming, well, now you with yourself go answer that question, no be me. Because you people, where they go church, you say you they stay dry fasting 30 days. You don't go anywhere. 30 dry fasting, the next day to the next day, pray for God. But till now, me and you talking, God, where you're calling, is not answer you for your poverty, and stop killing and stop your poverty and stop your brainwash. Make you reason that God doesn't work that way. God works with good energy. Who see when dangerous come and they stop it in time. But you will stay that dry fasting for complete 30 days. Thus, Christianity, whosoever, but I don't want to go so far, but you're calling your tradition, whatever you call yourself when you are not clean. You stay so long and do so everything. Nigeria is going damaged for your children's head. But just only one thing can save you. Sit at home. You will be say your children, they die every day. And you make Biafra as a content creator. You make Biafra as not the one you can make famous for yourself. Yeah, Jimin. Yeah, go see that. In your marriage. That is, you will so hear them. Not be the time where they sweet you. They sweet you the time now, making mockery of people, making mockery of death. The time of bitterness is coming. I'm telling you. And I'm coming. Let me just end my word. You where you're crying. You know, Obasanjo Day. Who knows genocide of Biafra? Biafra sit at home. If Obasanjo said he doesn't know the combination of Britain, the law of Britain between you and the rest of the world and European Union, let him come out and say, Nigeria, the blood is too much, cut it off. Now, message, please go and send. If you say you love God, you love children, you love the dead, because you will answer it. I know you're a walking dead, no problem, but you will face it. If you don't face it, your children, the ones who stand with you for what you're doing, pay for it. Another one again I want to call. Go on. Said Nigeria come. You said Nigeria to be. Go on, know the organization of Britain and genocide of Biafrans. And you know how to tell Britain, Nigeria is not working. Since it's the time of my genocide of killing Biafrans, and you're still denying it, and you will die with your denial. In short, your life will be so not in short, your life. I don't know what to say, sir. I should know. I don't know. Oh God, Almighty. Forgive. No, that can't know me. Ete afoyakbe. Nigeria, Biafrans. These two people question for this 2027. When dead people are there, they don't want to say the truth. No mean this chance. Make I call the three people name when I want to call finish. I beg. Go on. You said maybe I make anything, maybe Biafra come, make them be peace. They teach of Biafra, they do this, they. You forgot what you did. Obasanjo did. It's not so hard. Our leader is there. Maasi Nnamdi Kanu, the whole world know it. Britain, because of the useless people of Nigeria, accept 5 people, 5 state of government, 5 state, and the useless Iwe and governors. Governors. The people you call 5 state governors continue to sold you. That is why they say you kill yourself, because they don't reject their offer. How then do they will reject it? Because they don't have soul. Britain collect their soul. Britain change them to demon. Before they come to Nigeria, they go to worship Ushman and Fodio after their soul out of their system. Send this message to them if you want to listen. So Niteka, Ebako Fok, Tiku Fok, fund your life. Another one I want to call Papa Chile. Look at how it reject from full bolombolo. Balloon. Papa Chile. You see it because from the time of impostor of Obuhari, the dead soul. And Nigeria today, they cannot say the children. Nobody. They're crying for Nigeria, new Nigeria. Nigeria, where the dead soul they cover. Baba Chile, wait, Biafrans sit at home. You must sit at home so that this man must pay for it. Baba Chile, the whole world must hear me. You must tell the whole world, if our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is the fault of your own land, your own state, where Baba Chile come from. If Fulani is killing their people, Baba Chile in the channel television, you said Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have to stop, sit at home. Biafra, sit at home. That is your weapon. And the devil, the word of Jericho must fall down. They like it or not. We don't beg people. But what is coming to you? A rich man crying, but the poor people will not understand. You will know when time comes. You will open everywhere. And the poor people will know, and you will worse pass banana. You know banana, they call you Banana Republic. That time it will come to your eyes, to your eye. Koro koro. And you will go come. Baba Chile. Biafra land sit at home, say they reject Fulani. You are born through where? Your land, your state. Where Baba Chile come from? Is it a Yoruba man or where? He is the fourth They kill all your children and you use Biafra land to make excuse. You use our leader, the love of the world, to him to submit for your useless. Look at how you look like. Look at how you look, a rejected vulture. And you go the call, say, sit at home. Biafra, sit at home, because this time around, fund your life, because we don't get time for the time. Time no day. We don't have time for these vultures then. Ask Baba Chile, what is the problem? Is it our leader? Is the problem of the north, of the southern Sokoto? We no fit speak the truth of the genocide of the north. They want to take the land of the Sultan of with that old one and the new one. They want to turn the north to jihadish Muslim, and they transfer to our own land. And we said enough is enough. We will not accept it. Baba Chile, your land, is it safe? Is it Maasi Nnamdi Kanu for how many years? Continue to send people in refugee country. Me, I'm not talking about Christian, because all life matter. Believe me, the nature, you can't stand, because nature doesn't speak for one people. We speak for all, because what nature creates, you can't take it. You can't. And especially the Biafra land, we will so deal with you people. It doesn't matter anyhow it comes. It doesn't matter. But you will know, the time will come, the poor will know how the rich man is crying in Nigeria. But you can't stop what belongs to us. You understand? 5 state governors. East Biafran, 40 states. You call yourself, you see the confusion of you. You said now 5 states, but we are so many because of your fraud of agent of Britain. You kill yourself, you will say, Fulani is coming, who is giving the Fulani the authority to kill you? And they tell you sit at home and fund your life, and you say no, you after business, and you tell me, Mary, to pity you? No. Everyone told me, I will come back boson. As you feel this thing is too much, you cannot swallow it, and you want to force yourself to swallow it, and you will hang in your throat, and you will use your own hand and press it out. Nobody will help you. No man in this earth, no man will help you, and so shall he be. He say, okay, try, So, Baba Chile, I'm telling you, I'm asking you, if you not said this truth, if Maasi Nnamdi Kanu is the owner of your own state, where Fulani is killing your state, and you're standing to sit at home, say, sit at home, you do the same thing with poster, Nigeria fake governors, president of Obuari. Now only Obuari, that man be the presidency. Now nobody hear about presidency anymore. Nigeria, do you hear about presidency anymore? Do you hear anything where they want to talk of the photo? They will talk about presidency. Where presidency disappear of Nigerian fraud of agent of Britain. You are the one killing yourself, because they know you are so stupid. That is why they hand over you to, a demanding people, monsters, to them to they kill you. So what am I saying? Baba Chile, you never see sit at home. You will answer the price when time comes. Baba Chile, if you no use your own mouth and say that Maasi Nnamdi Kanu is the fault of the South Kaduna, is the fault of all the northern Nigerians, where all the people run out for their own state. Even your own state is Maasi Nnamdi Kanu. You will pay. If you don't say that in the whole world, believe me, you will pay the price. If Nnamdi Kanu be the fault of the Kaduna, the northern Nigeria, killing the rest of the whole world, transfer to my own precious land, the sunrise, and you say you want to fulfill it, Babachile, it's too late for you. And we are coming very, very, very hot and very, very hot. Our leader, Masi Nnamdi Kanu, he laid the template, he laid the road, and my friend Bokwenge. And all the community, and my friend Bokwenge. Itare kondo di edibo, aboki mwemi kwenge frefun po sempo misibamio. Anam template and I'm frefun po nanga dream board, nanga frefun the four corner of the earth. Ekemendi nampo, anama kwenge. Anadi bonto mioke, nanga necho yu anampo, abonto mioke, ke di finish adom, ke di kwenge, ke namabo ya idi nam ya frun po kwenge yang in the kairongin. And I want the boki be did akusum. If you nothing you do for this one way, you know go get the lead. The lead at the head. And the word is so big. You can't, especially Biafra. Everybody you name bono bogo Biafra bon. It's too big ni toka. Eloko fulani, eboke Biafra bon. Ke mai kwenge frefun po template dem aba. A frefun po mai kwenge ma. Anyo ngodo nyiri restore. Pero nyiri ma nyiri restore, nyiri ko nyiri restore, destroy. Ima nyiri restore, nyiri nyiri ma ni swan. Ibi swan mi diong ni same. At the time you don't go delay. I do patient. Make a boro. Okay, I can give you one to Mukufang for be straight. Oh, this house I'm building very, very, you know, and you will look it. There is somewhere you can make amendments. That is how Biafra is. We will build it, and you look it. Oh, there is somewhere there. And I don't there is somewhere there. We need to correct it. And that correct it can take you like sometimes. To correct it, to make it be in your own taste. That is how Biafra for you. So, Kakeroko Obasanjo, but the best thing, the best thing, if you want to save him, if you want to have rest for this world where you're still, if you're still breathing, a real natural breath, even though you're dead, wherever you are, go on, wherever, all of you people, even that one where they would Peter Obi, where they run 2027, had a ethical, all of you people, even 4, 5 states, if you want to have peace, if you want to, know what you're doing, go there and say the Nigerian name is destroyed forever. That is where you will have peace. And your children, even your children, sorry to say, you will not have peace. Oh, sorry, because not me go to court forbid batting. I can never say that. Now when the God Almighty will forgive you, but for this earth now, when you go to, wherever you're, then you will face the battle. Now you with them know. And go on. This is what you have to stop deceiving, stop using this God and this and that, deceiving people. And to seize the side of Biafra, God go on and said, tell Britain, I know the covenants where you people do with Britain and the rest, and selling these people soul, this bomb full of governors them to the Britain and sow their soul and bring them back to Nigerian soul government name to go and swear oath to Usman Dafodio. They have no sense anymore. They are not with their brain. So we are not after them. It's only if only you people know the top. So go and tell them you will never have peace. You will continue to be in destroy. And so shall he be. He say. You can't fly anymore. Believe me, you people can never in this earth anymore. Never. Because when the spirit is not resting and crying, when the living is not rest and they are still crying, still in pain, and think you can rest. No, we are not so hurry now. You will know how far, not be how well. So Biafra, please fawn your life. You listen to me. I talk long time. Pick the one you want. And throw away. I'm not here to sugar my brain. I'm not here to sugar your brain. I'm not here to make you happy. I'm not here to make you bitter. But you know yourself, you know what you want. That is the truth. If you like destroy will come to you. If you like peace will come to you. Now, two things. So what Biafra needs, we need our land to restore. And when we restore, we have all what we want to ourselves. Then we talk about peace. That we can't use peace and join with destroy. No. We cannot do that. We can never. And anyhow they play with, if it's not real, you can't have it. You can't have it. Tell the whole world. Come with everything. We don't scared. Biafra don't scared. Because you can't stop it anymore. They come with peace. You will have it. But when you don't come with peace, you yourself, you will continue to face the calamity because it's nature. It's the spirit you are talking about. Biafra is a spirit. And we want to restore it with the way, the humanity. Not be with Christian, not be with this, not be with that. As long what nature great, they have a right to live as a humanity, except the Fulani and Jihad Muslim empire of organization terrorists of taking life. That is not acceptable in Biafra land. It's not acceptable. It's forbidden. It's forbidden. Arota patri di yongpo. Kofia kwa. Ke rimboromi. Yeniba. Isu you continue. Ya yi bes ko to ke rimbo nyenemi. Ki songo Biafra land. Iba aba ye jibe ibe mo bi rokon. Ka sheko sentanga me kono yomi ibe mo bi rokon. Ibe Biafra bi rokon ba. Akwe rokon ibe ro se mo ye merodo. E ngodo mbiosi yuni yagire mo ina. E phone angel move. A phone e ba ko for. Go on. Baba Chile, we will continue stay at home. You can't stop it. Feel that thing. Before you will know, you will be so rotten because you're already rotten in the root. Baba Chile, ask yourself, if Biafra land is your land as you want us to reject our land, do you reject where you come from? Of course you reject it. That is why your people are dying. You don't like them. You just want to use Biafra and confuse them. Keep it as camouflage. But actually, you use Biafra as a camouflage to kill the rest of the people. That is what you people are doing. You people are using Biafran as a camouflage to deceive the rest of the innocent soul, to kill them. And because of Biafra said, enough is enough. And you want to point them black. And we said we never be a black. And we tell the rest of the world, we can never be a black. And we can never be a genocide of, keeping the whole world peace. No. You can't continue keep us genocide and our children and making the rest of the world to feel like they are on the top. No, we don't stand up. Imira kida. Afobu udaya. Mo yemini ida. Afonkubu udaya. Lai udaya. Isongo Biafranyen. Ini keme. The men destroy and join with peace. That can never happen. Can never happen. We must restore it. And we know what is peace and destroy. We know they again for confusion. If you like, go and fun. Go and vote. Now you go die. No be me. Me are they here, they tell you the word of wisdom. No be my own word. If you want to fight for my word, go and fight Briso. No be Mary. If you find me, no see me at all. I travel. So you go and fight Brice, or you go and fight the God of Almighty God, or you go and fight the nature, all now one. They hear me? Or you go and fight the mother of earth. If you not fight those people, you say, because of me, I don't tell you finish. If you like it or not, it must surely happen to you people one by one. As long as you hear this my word, and you don't want to change, and you don't want to know the right thing, then you don't want to know that it's good and bad. And if you want to follow the bad side, you will pay for it. And if you want to follow the good side, the good one will pay you times 1,000 and your generation. You follow the bad side, and the bad side will pay your generation to the generation. Life coming, and so shall he be. He say, fund your life. I'll mute my mic. Thank you very much.
Dewo, Auntie Mary Teka. Thank you very, very much. You spoke at length, and I can feel the rage. How I wish our people will just get the common message, which is very, very simple. This is a collective effort. Without wasting much of our time, I would like our brother, the King David, Mazi David. You have been kicked. They have been kicked out and in. So please, you have the mic before the network. Mazi Vincent, thank you for being patient. I'll come to you soon. Thank you. Dr. David, you are welcome, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much, 1 million. Thanks for giving me this opportunity. Our information Minister Mazusoni. Greetings from here, wonderful Biafrans. Thank you. Salute you, our UK rep. Ngabase. Salute you so much. Mary Peckham, Sister Eunice, our Minister Betty, Senior Citizen Stella, all the gallant Biafran women. Salute each and every one of you. Greetings to the ministers in the house. BRGIE. Appreciate every one of you. Lovers of freedom, lovers of Biafran people, haters of Biafrans as well who are listening anonymously. I welcome each and every one of you. Thank you for joining us. Please, if you have not shared this space, why do you want this gospel to be only for you? The reason why we are here is to send message across so that while you are getting this message, you are also sharing it for other people to also benefit from it. Because it is very, very important that this message must get to the nook and crannies of Biafra land. 6th, 7th, and 8th of November is a day with history. A day that the Biafran people will demonstrate that what happened in 2024 was never a child's play. A day that lovers of freedom in Biafran territory should so much use it to prove to the Nigerian state that Biafran was restored in 2023. So therefore, we have no business with any Nigerian election in Biafra land, in Biafran territory. This is very, very important. Right from time immemorial, while we were still under Nigeria, we have embarked on series of elections. Series of elections that up to today was not beneficial to anybody, was not beneficial to our people, neither was it beneficial to you or me. Rather, the elections that we witnessed have been one of the problems that we, the Biafran people, have encountered in that evil entity called Nigeria. They have used elections to shed our blood, to keep one Nigeria going. And up to this moment, the elections have not benefited each and every one of us. It has not benefited our communities. It has not benefited our counties. Neither has it benefited our districts. So what is the essence of now encouraging or supporting Nigerian elections in Biafran territory in 2024? Biafrans overwhelmingly voted for self-referendum. That such referendum, over 50 million Biafrans, both in homeland and in diaspora, wholeheartedly, vehemently voted against anything of Nigeria in our land. That was a demonstration that yes, we want to be free as a people. That is a demonstration that yes, Nigeria is no longer obtainable in our land. That self-referendum vote that was conducted was a proof to the Biafran people that Nigeria have failed in Biafran territory. That was also a proof that the political leaders that the Nigerian government have distributed all along the communities, the states in Biafran territory, that they are not representing us. In fact, it was a vote of no confidence on all the politicians under Nigeria who are in Biafran territory. So that self-referendum is also a proof that the Biafran people accepted and appreciated BRGIE and recognized that as the only legitimate government that is responsible for the Biafran people, that speaks, that fights, and defends the Biafran people. So, if you, as a Biafran, after witnessing, having seen the atrocities that the Nigerian government have committed in our land, even as we speak, they continue to commit atrocities in our land. If not only that, the harassment, the intimidation, the suffering that we go through on a daily basis in Biafran territory because of the presence of the terrorist Nigerian state in our land. That is enough for you to understand that Nigeria is no longer acceptable or accepted in Biafran territory. But we understand that 6, 7, and 8 November is a no-go area, even as we know that we also bear in mind, just like while we are still fighting for the liberation of our land at this moment, and while we are still supporting our government for the recognition of Biafra, there are other people who are also doing otherwise. So those people who have Fulani blood in our land, those people who were impregnated by the Fulanis, those people who were sent to our land since time immemorial, in order for a time like this for them to come out, and prove that they are saboteurs or that they are enemies of Biafra. 6, 7, and 8, these people will be the only persons that you will see that will try to disobey the orders of the Biafran Republic government in exile, and that of the de facto in the homeland. We understand that. Because as we are telling genuine Biafrans, of course, every genuine Biafran, we understand that Anambra election is not going to hold in our land. Come to think of it, the reason why there is sit at home in 40 states of Biafra land is because in 2021, when our leader was kidnapped, the Biafran people decided to sit at home for his release. Was Mazin Ali Khan, has he been released? The answer is no. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was in detention in 2021, and 2 years later, a year later, Nigeria conducted 2023 election. Though that election did not even hold in Biafran territories, but some people were appointed to be governors as we speak today. So even though we understand that a lot of people who are affiliates of Nigeria, who have the mindset of sabotage, who have the mindset that they don't want Biafra to come, we know they will come out in order to try, to prove to their paymasters that election will happen in our territory. But we are using this opportunity to warn each and every one of them that this is not the time for jokes. We are no longer playing. We are no longer looking at faces because we have already restored our nation. And anybody that is coming against the decision of the Biafran government and the Biafran people, that person is not going to have it easy with the Biafran people. That person will be regarded as the enemy number one of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That person, the family, the community that he comes from, the family that he comes from, the state that he will come from as well, will be regarded as enemy number one of the Biafran people. Because as it stands now, the international community, they are taking record of everything that has happened or everything that is happening in the cause to our freedom. They want to know how serious you are ready for your freedom. And if you have said that you have declared your nation, then what business do you have with the oppressor who you have said you have no other business with? So we understand those who are going to be used by the terrorist Nigerian state to fight against this no election in our land. We understand that. But one thing is certain, that Biafra will not stay by and watch you as you try to destroy the freedom that Chukwokika Abiyama have already given to us. We are not going to take it lightly with anybody. The Biafran Defense Forces, who have been paying the ultimate price for the defense of our land, the resistance fighters, and all the armed personnel who have volunteered to sacrifice their lives, you don't expect them to watch and see how you try to tarnish the good work that they are doing to keep our communities, to keep our territory safe and protect our women and children. So on the 6th and 7th of November, both animals, birds, and humans are expected to obey the order of the Biafran people. And we are using this opportunity as well to send this information to those who have the mindset of Nigeria in Biafran territory. We don't have any problem with you being a Nigerian, no. As a matter of fact, there is freedom of association. But what we are saying is that Biafran territory, Biafran land is our land. If you are within the territory that our mothers tied to piece of wrapper, I want you to know that those places, those communities, those states belong to the Biafran people. So we are Biafrans. If you want to do your one Nigerian thing, we are not against you, but it cannot happen in our land. You can go to Sokoto, you can go to Kaduna, you can go to Kwara or Borno. Those areas, nobody is going to ask you any question. As a matter of fact, nobody is even going to confront any activity that is happening there because those areas are not our territory. But as long as you are in the zones of territories of Biafran people, we will not watch you destroy the freedom of our nation because Biafra will be the last hope of the common man. Biafra is going to restore the dignity of mankind, more importantly, the dignity of the black people. And that is why at this juncture, we want everybody to understand that with what the BRGIE and APM, Honorable Ogechukwu Nkere, the lobbyists and our attorney have done in relation to Biafra at this time, which have not happened in the history of Biafra. With achievements so far in BRGIE, we are not going to fold our hands and allow any leafrats and allow any uncircumcised sabo or any blood of the Fulanis to come and destroy the good work that the BRGIE have done, that have climaxed us, have been able to create this awareness that we enjoy and the awareness that is bringing Nigeria to their knees. We are not going to fold our hands and watch you do that. So, in other words, the sit at home on 6, 7, and 8 will be the highest since the declaration of Biafra independence in latitude 2024. So, it is everybody's responsibility, especially those of us in the homeland, those of us who really want Biafra, those of us who were born and they say, oh, when is this Biafra coming? When are we going to rest? We fought the 1967-70 war. All this while we have been fighting. They have been killing us. Was we taken and talked about Biafra? Was we Keleka gave up? Madam is here and he has been kidnapped. Also, he has been arrested. When is this Biafra coming? I want to let you to understand that Biafra is already here with us. The only reason why you are not seeing that Biafra is here because you have not been contributing for the total liberation of Biafra out of Nigeria. You have not been contributing because if you have been able to put your 1 agent, 1 agent, or 20 agent, or 50 agent with the de facto government in the homeland for the liberation, the Biafra Defense Forces will have enough logistics to evict the terrorists who are intimidating and harassing our people in the homeland. The reason why you don't say, oh, we have not seen that Biafra fully is because you have all these terrorists in uniform, the Nigerian terrorists in uniform that are in our land, in our territories, harassing our people. That is the reason why. But most of us who have been here, who know what these governments have achieved, we know that all these people are there for a little while. And that is the reason why we are asking for everybody's support in Biafra government. That is why we are appealing to Biafrans to support the Biafran Defense Forces, to embrace the special IOU loan so that the BDF can have all the necessary logistics they need in order to edit all these ragtag militaries, police in uniform in our territories. So what am I trying to say? I want each and every one of us to understand that we are already in Biafra. The only thing that is remaining is for us to support financially so that all those terrorists in uniform that are harassing our women and children in our communities, they will be evicted. And once they are evicted from our land, then you will see and know the beauty of a free nation. It is very, very important that we'll understand that the West cannot do this for us. And the reason why we are asking that you support BGF is because as it stands now, we don't still control the resources that we have in our land. Most of the resources are still under the control of the terrorist Nigerian state. And once we are able to control all these resources, then those resources will be able to fund the total liberation of Biafra out of Nigeria. But as it stands now, we are the ones who are doing it with the 20, 10, 50, or 100 or EJ or EJMA as the case may be, that Biafrans donate on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. So my wonderful Biafrans and lovers of freedom, a no election in Biafra land on the 6th, 7th, and 8th of November is a task that must be done. It's a task that everybody should take very, very seriously, because the international communities will be focusing on Biafra land. They know how many percentage of ignorant, foolish, idiotic sabos who came out in 2023 to cast their vote for the terrorist Nigerian state. I want you to know that all those people who casted vote, that very small number of them that casted their vote in 2023 were those same people that they imported from the north during the COVID-19. Most of them are still in Biafran territory, giving birth to people that answer the same name with you, and you think that all these people are Biafrans. No, they are not. But what we are saying is that in our various communities, we must have to create awareness to our people that you are better off in Biafra, that Nigeria, of course, we understand that our people knows that. But you see, because of the level of impoverishment, the level of poverty that the Nigerian government with their stooges in our land have inflicted on our people, a lot of them are still living from hand to mouth. So when you dangle 50 naira or 100 or 500 naira before them, you see them going back to their needs. From time immemorial, it has been the policy of the Nigerian government. They impoverish the people. They make the people poor. They make you look only after your stomach. They make you look at the immediate benefit that you are going to get, so that you will always come for them. When they call upon you, you are going to get that benefit there and then. You don't look at the end benefit that you are going to get when Biafra is fully restored. And that is what this media have been able to do, to change the mindset of a lot of our people, to always remember that you have to put what is going to benefit you in the future front than what you are going to benefit today. So Biafra is God's ordained project, and it is our responsibility to make it come to pass at this critical time of our freedom, that we are already here. We are already in Biafra. And just like today, our APM, we saw our APM in CPAC conference. What has he gone there to do? He's there to speak about Biafra. He's there to present Biafra before the world. He's there to defend Biafra. He's there to let them understand that there is no solution to the Christian genocide or whatever is happening in that evil contraction called Nigeria. The solution is separation of all these countries that are locked together illegally in that evil contraction. Today, it will interest you to know that just like our leader have always said, just like our Prime Minister always said, just like this government has always said, our APM has always echoed. The best thing that can happen to people who are living in Nigeria is for them to call for separation, for division of that evil entity. Yes, I was opportune to listen to one of the spaces that Mike Arnold was invited. And in one of the questions that they asked him at the end of his submission, at the ending of his submission, you know, Africans, we like to listen to people who are, different in color than ours. They want to look at him as somebody who is telling the fact. They have somebody whose word should be taken, but they don't want to listen to what our leader said, the solution to our leader proffered, or the solution our prime minister, or the solution that the Biafran Republic government in Israel have been profiling to the international community. So then we are asking him, what is the way forward? What does he think is the best solution in order to make sure that all these Christian killings in Nigeria no longer happen again? Do you know what he said? He said that he don't want to tell them pop and plain that this is the best solution. He started by telling them, yes, Christians and Muslims can live separately, they can live in peace, that it is possible, that yes, this is the end goal, is the end product that every Nigerian needs. But that the truth of the matter is that at this particular time, that there is something that God is doing in that evil contraction. That which God is doing will be the everlasting solution to the problems of insecurity, to the problems of genocide or Christian persecution and all the rest of it. And if you listen attentively to his ending statement, he said, Nigeria is due for separation. And this has been what we have been echoing since time immemorial. Let me remind each and every one of us, nobody is going to come out and say, okay, let us just separate Nigeria if you people who are in Nigeria do not rise up and start fighting, so that when the war comes at you, what are you fighting for them to stand up and say, we are fighting because I don't want to remain with A, I don't want to remain with B. Then the West can now ask, okay, is that the reason why you're fighting? There is no problem. But once you keep quiet, once you don't do anything, once you don't revolt, tell me who is going to come and help you out with your problems. Nobody is going to do that. And that is the reason why when this Christian persecution is happening all over that evil contraption, we said that we are the Biafran people. There is nothing that anybody does that will make us go back to Nigeria. It's not going to happen. And that is why we are vehemently standing in our ground that Biafra is the only solution to the problem that is happening in that evil contraction called Nigeria. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. As I said, 6, 7, 8 of November is a no-go area in Biafran territory because Nigeria election is prohibited in our land. I use my mic.
Thank you, Mwachineke. Who has not spoken on the speaker session because our time is up? We need to start the other program. Please, if you have not paid up your channels, go and pair up. The links are there on the Telegram and the Twitter message platform for the media team. Go and pair up. Who have not spoken?
Just Mazi Vincent. Mazi Vincent.
Okay,
Mazi
take 3 minutes.
Just come in.
Mazi Vincent, take 3 minutes. You are the last speaker, please.
Good evening, our Honorable Information Minister.
There we Mazi.
Good evening, Mazin. No. Good evening, all the ministers of BRGIE in this space, and good evening, everyone. Thank you for the good work you are doing for us. It's not an easy one, but I thank you all. 6, 7, and 8, no election in Biafra land. Biafran Liberation Army like all the Biafrans, and that is why they always give them information and notice on time for their life to be safe for them. It is the likeness that always make them to do that. If not that, they won't do it. But they will do it because they like their people. But you that they are telling, sit in your home for your life to be safe for you, and you don't want to risk him. What did you want the person to do? The person that have given you information for your life to be safe for you. You want the person now, when you are in danger, for the person to come and carry you like egg and return you to that very place that it has already tell you not to come out for your life's sake. No election in Biafra land is for your own good. You is 18 years that they are telling you to go and vote. Why can't you ask a question? Ask that person that is telling you, that fool that might be 40, 50, 60, 70, or 75, that will be telling you that. Ask him or her, the one that you have been voting, what have you benefited? What had it benefited you? You have been voting from your 18 till your 70 to 75. The only benefit you have is some of you that they normally give 2,000 naira on that vote day or 5,000 naira on that voting day. That is only benefit, because after that, the next thing that you see is killing. You face killing from the same people you said you vote for, and nobody will speak for you. Now, the Biafran government is telling you to sit at home. No election in Biafra land. Is it a big deal? This is not supposed to be a big deal, because it's for your life's sake. All those people that voted for just Soludo, were they not the same people that he was using the people of Akodo to scatter their legs? To the level of some of them that even went to do work. The one that is doing bricklayer, the building that they were inside working, they came inside that place and shoot all of them and say that they are looking for Biafran Liberation Army. They have killed. After much, all the protests you people did you get any result? No result, because he did not even come out to even say, what happened? No, I will speak to those security that did that. They did wrong. He never condemned it for one day, because it is what he have told them to do. That is what they are doing. Sit at home. All those intellectuals of 40, 50, 60, 70, those old fathers that don't have sense, that they are seeing, they are suffering and smiling. They love suffering and smiling. And that is why all the things that they are seeing from their 18 years to their 70 years, they haven't learned anything from it up till now. That you will seem be proud talking of election. When they are telling you, when the government of Biafra is telling you no election for your own life's sake, for your own good, you'll be there deceiving the younger ones just because of 2,000, because of 3,000, that will end. That only that day, they won't even come again to shell that 2,000 for you or 3,000. Ever since you have been voting, have you voted and see drinking water Just drinking water alone. Free drinking water. How much are you buying pure water? How much are you buying bottled water? In that your so-called one Nigeria that you have been voting for from your 18 years to your 75 years, to your 70, to your 60. And every time, Biafra government will be telling you what will save your life. Because you obeyed the time they tell you, sit at home on that protest day. Did they kill anybody in Biafra land? Nobody. They did not kill anybody. But those that protested, that come out to protest in Abuja, didn't you see how they were shooting at them? Throwing tear gas everywhere for peaceful protesters. And now Biafran Liberation Army have come on time to tell you, to give you notice for you to prepare yourself for your own good. For you to prepare yourself for your own life's sake. For your life to be safe for you. We are singing it, as in for you to learn, for you to just obey that instruction. I don't know what else you want the government to do for you. Over 50 million and above voted for that they want to be on their own. Are you that is coming out for this, that will feel that I will come out? Are you not among that 50 million? Or did you not want to be free? What you are seeing ever since you were born, are you enjoying it? Are you enjoying that bad road? Are you enjoying no drinking water? Are you enjoying no lights? What are you even voting for? Because your forefathers who have voted for long, they did not vote. You did not wake up to see stable lights. You did not wake. They did not even born you, and you meet as in good drinking water in your community, free one. You were born, they were buying water, they were paying for light. The light they will pay for, they will even use it one full day. Maybe the light will just come 20 minutes over, they will off it. 10 minutes, they will off it. What are you gaining for that food that they are even talking, that they are saying that they don't want to do? Sit at home, contribute, you will not contribute. Sit at home, we will be singing it for you. We will be singing it for you. What else did you want this government to do for you? Ever since, all the people that is selling marketing everywhere, they have been telling you people to donate. You cannot donate. Sit at home. Now we are singing it. But you that don't want to sit at home, if you come out that day, the God of the land will swallow you. Because the God of the land will surely deal with you on that very day. That market that you have not sold for from January to that 6, 7, and 8 that you want to come out to sell, that market will chop your head. So that whenever instruction is passed to you, you will learn to sit at home for your own good. For your own good. Not all those tell you, hey, if you don't vote this, that, nothing will happen. Leave those fools that they know that when they will get to work is only during the election time. They will go and become they'll go and pilot or what they used to work during the election. We can get to the election. After the election, no more work for them. That is why when the election come up, they will tell you, hey, come on, so that they will see work that they will do, that will pay them. Sit at home. because the ones your fathers but no gain, and you can never gain anything in it. The one you vote, are you not seeing the results? How many of your village people is working normal now? Those ones that normally work normal before. Many of them have they not used that code to break all of their leg? Operation Soludo intimidating you here and there, and the so-called person that is there saying that he's governor cannot even defend you. And what are you going to? Who are you going to vote? You are going to vote the person that you know that won't defend you. Then what is the gain of your vote? Sit at home for your own life's sake. Thank you. You are here, my mind for here. God bless you all.
See you all on the other side. Thank you. Please, if you have your channel, go and pair up. The link has been there for the past. The link has been there for the past 1 hour or two. Go and pair up your channel, please, and we move. There will see you on the other end. There will.